Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Gary Hibner, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Z-Plane's Elastic Pitch Shifting plugin. In particular, I want to use it on guitar and see how I can pitch down my guitar to extreme tunings and see what it sounds like. Now, I've done some previous videos on pitch shifting plugins and which ones work the best and which ones have the least amount of artifacts, but I must say I was truly blown away by Z-Plane's Elastic Pitch Shifter. Now, you might have seen the Elastic algorithm before. It is included in some DAWs. For example, in Ableton and Cubase, you can use Elastic algorithms to time stretch and pitch shift your audio, but it's really cool now that it's included as a plugin, so you can open up and launch this plugin in any DAW. It introduces very minimal amounts of artifacts, plus you have the versatility of being able to shift the pitch and the timbre of the sound. And in this video, I want to see what it sounds like when I shift down a guitar, and I'm going to shift this down to extreme tunings. I've got this guitar tuned to E standard, but I've tuned down the 6th string down to A1, and then I'm going to use the Elastic Pitch Shifting plugin to shift this guitar down to A0, plus blend in A-1. So we're really going to be doing some extreme things in this, and you can hear the results and let me know what you think. So first, let's take a look what this guitar sounds like in the current tuning. And now this is what it sounds like with the Elastic Pitch Shifting plugin tuned down a whole octave. So pretty impressive, eh? And not many artifacts, and really does sound good. So now let's jump into my DAW and I'll show you more about the plugin and how it works. One thing to point out, there is some latency with the plugin. There's 150 millisecond latency, so you can't use it while you're live playing. So what I recommend is to play in your parts and then add the effect afterwards to add the timbre shifting and pitch shifting. But before jumping in, if you're new to this channel or if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so now let's take a look at the plugin in a DAW. So here I'm using Studio One, and this is my guitar track, and here is what the plugin looks like. So what you got is you've got pitch on the vertical and then timbre on the horizontal. You can also input data. So if I click on here, I can put -12 to shift it down, or I can just simply drag over here. And as you can see, the pitch and timbre are linked. So as I shift the pitch up, the timbre goes up, and likewise, if I shift the pitch down, the timbre goes to the left. And you can also unlink them. So what I like about this is I can shift the pitch down, but keep the timbre in the middle. So timbre changes the sort of tonality of the sound. So if I move the timbre to the right over here, it's going to sort of enhance the high frequencies, but keep the pitch. And likewise, if I shift the timbre to the left over here, you're going to get more lower sounding frequencies, but retain the pitch. So what I'm going to do on these guitars is I'm going to shift them down a whole octave, but keep the timbre in the middle. And what you can do is you can actually blend the original dry sound with the shifted down sound. So first, I'm going to keep the dry wet at 100%, so you hear down the shifted sound, and then I'll show you later how you can blend the two together. So I'm going to play back this guitar without the pitch shifting. And now with the pitch shifting. So I'm going down a whole octave with no timbre change. And now let's take a listen to what it sounds like within a full mix. So these are the guitars before they pitch shifted. And now after the pitch shifting. Now I want to show you how you can blend the sounds together. I'm going to jump to another section in my song. I've got this guitar sound over here. And with this, I want to mix in a shifted down whole octave guitar. So I'm going to go to the plugin. I'm going to unlink them. I'm going to shift the pitch down 12 semitones. I'm going to play back and then blend this in so you can hear what it sounds like when you blend in a shifted down octave. Now I want to shift the timbre. First, I'm going to move the timbre to the right so you hear how it sounds like it's more high frequency, and I'm going to shift it down to the left so it sounds more bass heavy. I really like it more with the bass frequency over there. Now I'm going to try something even crazier here. I want to jump to another section where I've got a breakdown in the song. I want to shift down the guitars a whole octave. Then I'm going to add another instance of the plugin where I shift down a whole another octave and blend that together. So the guitar is going to go from A1 to A0 and then blend it in with A-1. Let's check that out. So here's the breakdown section on the guitars without any pitch shifting. Now I shifted down a whole octave. And now I'm using another instance of the plugin where I've shifted down a whole nother octave and blended it with about 46% with the dry wet mix. And now within a full mix. Now let's try one more crazy thing. I want to automate going up and down the pitch and the timbre to get some really crazy results. So what I'm going to do is unlink this, and I'm going to shift up the pitch to -12, then down to -12, and then go across the vertical with the timbre and get some different results. Hear what this sounds like. Now let's hear what that sounds like with that automated. So as you can see, you can really get some interesting results. You can use it as simply a pitch shifter to shift down your guitars, or you can blend them in with a shifted down guitar, or you can do some crazy things like that where you can shift the pitch and the timbre. What did you think? What does it sound like? And how do you think it handles guitars that are tuned down to extreme low settings? I was blown away. It really does sound amazing. And I like the versatility of it, of being able to shift down plus to switch the timbre to get some different results. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel or if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And also don't forget to click on that notification bell to be notified of future videos. If you like what you hear, I do have a 20% discount code. You can use my code Gary20 to get 20% off the plugin, or you can look in the description. I've got a link there. Just bear in mind that this discount is valid for the next 2 weeks. Also, if you'd like to support me on this channel in other ways, I've also set up a Patreon account with different tiered levels. You can click on the description to see those. As well, I've got a private Discord server where we geek out on all things guitar related, specifically low tuning, high gain, and baritones. And that's it for the video. I hope to see you in the next one.